social media, and she really wants the Commission to just hear her out on that. And then the third aspect is that Chair will recall that the witness had started her evidence regarding why she thought, the why me question, why she was chosen to, why she thinks she was chosen to work on the project diversion matters. And she started her evidence from the first Section 27 that she had been involved in. She wants to go back in time from the time that she actually started at IDAC, because she thinks there's some important context there that will explain why she was even chosen and the circumstances within which she was chosen, even for the first Section 27 matter that she was involved in. So those are the preliminary matters, Chair.
Thank you. I'm being overruled. I do not, personally, I don't think it's necessary for Ms. Ramsamy to, I thought I said Johnson. What did I say?
Johnson.
I did not even hear myself. Apologies, Ms. Ramsamy.
Thank you.
Personally, I don't think it's necessary for you to explain yourself. I'm not on social media, but people do share what's out there with me, and sometimes I'll be curious and scroll down and not look only at what was sent to me, and sometimes I'll see nasty things said about me. I don't care. And if you were to care about those all the time, you would go mad. So personally, I honestly don't think you need to explain yourself, but my co-commissioners feel otherwise, so I will let you
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Commissioners. With regards to the demeanor, I've reached a point emotionally where I would rather laugh or smile at the circumstances, as serious as it is, than cry. And I don't want to seem like I'm a victim by crying while I'm trying to assist the Commission in their findings. So I do ask for understanding that it has been a very tough road, and I'm choosing not to be emotional. So if I do smile or if I do laugh under certain serious topics, please forgive me.
I don't think it's the Commission's forgiveness that you're seeking, but
you see.
To the public at large. It also, it came across, or the comments were that I was being vindictive and I was enjoying the downfall. I was not. When I speak about certain things, I remember the circumstances in which, and I will explain that aspect and what was done and what was said and how it was said. And so I try to rather laugh about it than cry about it.
What I will say to you is that with comments on social media, my sense is that you can never win, even where preponderantly comments are positive. There will be the few negative comments. If you let those get to you, then you are in trouble.
I think it was more the response of the office I have to return to.
Or the office. I think Ms. Sigels mentioned social media.
It's both. It's both, but
yeah.
I mean, obviously they're also reading it, and I'm getting messages from the office.
So I assume asking for, what did you say, pardon? Or I'm not sure of the word you use.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. I'm not sure that that's directed to us, because I don't think there's anything to forgive. Yeah, I see my colleagues nodding. So from where we are sitting, we see you've not done anything wrong.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
So
Thank you, Commissioners.
those who may be of the view that you did wrong, they do hear you. I hope they will forgive you.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. And then the second aspect, the third aspect regarding the why me question, you wanted to elaborate and go back in time earlier than the first section 27.1.
Correct. Chair, Commissioners, I started at IDAC, or when it was still ID, on the 1st of March 2023. I did indicate that I was given alphabet soup in the sense that we were short-staffed and I was given a lot of projects. By the end of April, I had already, I was in the process of finalizing 2 investigations and drafting chart sheets, etc., for 2 matters in under 8 weeks or 7 weeks. And after speaking to my former DDPP, he reminded me that, or his words were, once you started showing your grit, Mr. Perumal's team, the Eastern Cape team, had approached Advocate Johnson and asked that I now join their team as a prosecutor.
And why is it called the Eastern Cape team?
When I started, they were still under secondment and they were being housed in a DPP's office in Eastern Cape. They were not permanently based in Pretoria. They are still not permanently based in Pretoria. They still do travel. So we refer to them, or they were referred to as the Eastern Cape team. There was a prosecutor that was dealing with all their matters, and it was 13 matters that had been placed on the roll already. And when I got the SMS or the WhatsApp, it was not from Advocate Johnson directly. It was from the senior state advocate on those matters, who had informed me it is an instruction of the ID that you are now placed on this team in these matters. I had approached my deputy director, sorry, and I'd asked him, but now you're adding, I've already got 7 cases that are mine that I now need to work on, and I'm being added to matters that are already on the court roll that I have to play catch up. And I was told it's the ID's instructions. And I must be honest, when I started working with the Eastern Cape team, you're still learning personalities, and I did find them to be competent. There's a saying in our office that Mr. Perumal can sell you sugar from your own tea. He's very articulate. He would make you believe that this is going in this direction. So I did trust the team in 2023.
So in the Eastern Cape team, as you call it, it was Mr. Perumal and who else?
It's Mr. Perumal, it's Mr. I'll give you the composition from 2023. It's Mr. Perumal, who's the leader. It's Mr. Beluchin, Mr. Mbalo, Mr. Mazibukwana, and there was a warrant officer, Williams, but he's recently been boarded off or retired, something to that effect. So it was that, and then it was the senior state advocate.
Did they not have their own DDPP?
I alluded to it, but I will address it now. When it came to that team, yes, they would even bypass a DDPP for the security cluster.
Paul Lowe.
Correct.
He was their DDPP.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
And not based in the Eastern Cape?
No, we were based in Pretoria. And then I had various interactions with Advocate Johnson based on my previous testimony with regards to the addendum rather than doing a brand new 28. I had informed the Commission about my approach on the matter, the second matter where I was in the process of drafting the chart sheet. So when I was called in July for the first July 2023 for the first Section 27 referral that I make reference to and how it was done in my first statement. It was myself and another state advocate who started on the same day as me. We both started on the 1st of March 2023, and he's a very good prosecutor. We were spoken about in management meetings about the work, the input, the hard work that we were doing at that time. It is in July 2023 that I realized that if I may just quote, when Captain McLean found out that I was going to be working with Advocate Johnson so closely and with the Eastern Cape team, because he had previously worked with them, and because I was working on multiple matters with him, he called me aside and he spoke, we had coffee, and he said to me, "You're naive." And I agreed. I was new to the environment. IDAC was very new to me. I was coming from the regional courts. This was a specialized unit that had its own set of rules. And he said to me, if you don't be careful, if you don't ensure that you document and they will ruin your career. And so in a way, it opened my eyes to observing more than believing. But I believe that because in 2023, in July, when we received the first 27, the only other one that I dealt with, I had the support of Binang Temane, or Temane Binang, and Mansara Peso. So whenever Mr. Perumal tried to deviate or tried to, what is the word that Mr. Rapeso used? Run tricks. The three of us backed each other to ensure that the investigation was in line and lawful. So when I spoke about being chosen for this diversion project, in hindsight, now that I've looked at all the evidence and I've replayed conversations between myself and Advocate Johnson as well as Mr. Perumal, I am of the opinion that they were attempting to groom me into a prosecutor that would follow that line of march.
And when you say that line of march, what do you mean?
Do as you're told, but prosecute with the skill that you have.
Okay, so basically Mr. Perumal would be calling the shots and you must just do the prosecutorial aspect of it. Utilize your skill, but don't ask questions.
Correct.
Okay.
That is, in hindsight, that is how I'm sitting back and looking at it. And I will elaborate on why I say this and the things that were said to me towards February 2025 when we start with my statements.
You referred to Mr. Binang and Mr. Rapesu. So they were part of the Perumal team that you are now being roped into? No.
One of the bones of contention in 2023 already was that when Advocate Johnson compiled the team for the 27 in 2023, she had completely excluded Mr. Perumal's team members or the subordinates. And she had handpicked Mr. Rapesu and Mr. Binang. At that point, they were reporting to Mr. Rulof or Colonel Rulofsa. They later started reporting to Mr. Perumal, and then once they started in July 2020, well, let me put it this way, in August, September 2023, when Mr. Binang and Mr. Rapesu started objecting to the trickery of Mr. Perumal, I'm quoting the word, and the shortcuts in investigations and trying to create a narrative during an investigation. It was then in 2023 that Mr. Binang was victimized by Advocate Johnson and Mr. Perumal. And then when diversion happened, Mr. Mlambo and Mr. Rapesu were victimized by Mr. Perumal when questions were being asked.
Mr. McLean, when he spoke to you, he must have said why. Did he say why he says to you, be careful, they will ruin your career, you're being naive?
He didn't go into great detail. He just said that they are dangerous people and they don't follow the rules. I'm paraphrasing.
He didn't speak to anything in particular that was happening in the environment that makes him say, they're dangerous people, you have to be careful, they'll ruin your career if you are not careful.
Am I allowed to not answer that?
Well, I guess
Yes, there was.
of interest and relevance to us, or at least to me, is how far back do the problems, the kind of things we are looking at now, even if not specific to these facts, but is there an institutional problem? This about crime intelligence and General Masemola, are these isolated, a new development when IDAC has been playing by the rules and doing everything right by the book until recently, November 2024, leading to now. So the warning from Mr. McLean seems to suggest that there were concerns already by the time you joined.
Confirm. And I did make mention of it in my statement, my first statement. I'm trying to be diplomatic about this. There are problems with...
Okay, I'm happy to park it. I'm going to make a note. I'd like to come back to give you the chance to reflect on how you want to deal with it.
I can answer it now, Commissioner.
You're happy to do that? Okay,
I will answer it now.
Okay.
I have done numerous memos about the poor investigation, the targeting, the irregular activities of the Eastern Cape team and the matters that they have enrolled in IDAC. I also said to the commissioners last week that I recently, when I fought to receive the actual document, the docket, I found, myself and my co-prosecutor, we found documentation hidden in the C-clip that actually exonerated the accused, and we did a memo for the charges to be withdrawn in totality. I've also alerted Advocate Johnson in writing to the fact that multiple matters that are enrolled by Mr. Perumal's team within the IDAC space under Advocate Johnson's control from 2022 do not have the proper authorization.
All right. Thank you. We'll leave it for now. Thanks.
Ms. Ramsamy, Mr. Perumal and Mr. Beluchan, they were there before Advocate Johnson's appointment?
Correct.
Okay, so she found them there?
Correct.
Okay.
Your realization that what was required of you was a pliable or a malleable prosecutor. Was that as a result of the caution by Mr. McLean, or was it your own realization?
Captain McLean gave me the warning in April 2023, May 2023. I chose to accept the warning and proceed with caution, but to also make up my own mind. Towards January, the end of January 2025, I did alert the commissioners to my instincts kicked in, and my gut was not sitting well. I was very uneasy about the events of December. But in January 2025, I came to the conclusion that I was just a puppet. In the 27 referral from 2023, after the prosecutor, the other state advocate was removed and the deputy director came on board, he provided a very firm hand to the investigations and the manner in which the investigation was conducted, to a point where Mr. Perumal would remind Mr. Binang and Mr. Rapesu that he is their commander. So the fact that I had strong support in the form of senior, that is why I was not completely alerted to what was happening at that point. I must also make it very clear that when I did stand up to Mr. Perumal about that 27 referral, and I cannot speak to the aspect that I spoke of, or I stood up about, because it is sub judice. Advocate Johnson sent me an email and instructed me that I had to reply to office gossip, in the form of a memo. And preceding that meeting where myself and Mr. Binang informed Advocate Johnson of the problems that Mr. Perumal, or the wrongdoings that Mr. Perumal was attempting to proceed with. That is what I spoke about, where I was made redundant for 9 months. I was insulted by Advocate Johnson in open meetings. I was basically told to, her words to me were, well, you'll have to prove yourself to me now after this, Drew.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Sorry, one last aspect.
Yes.
Sorry. Actually, it's two. When Advocate Johnson called me into the meeting to hand me the Fadil Adams referral, one of the first things, because she sensed that I was standing and I didn't speak, I just said, morning, Mama, and I stood. And she said, no, sit, I just want to talk to you. I want to tell you, you and I, we were played against each other by Binang. So that was what I was told on the 5th of December, after being redundant for 9 months. The second thing, Advocate Ngube, Commissioners, I do ask permission from Advocate Ngube, if I may proceed, when I deviate. There's a lot in my head, and sometimes it's not relevant. So I have asked for that level of control, because I tend to talk a lot.
Okay, can I just quickly come in on something you touched on? You mentioned your serious disagreement with Mr. Perumal about the 2023 Section 27 referral. And you've mentioned that you don't want to talk about it because it's sub judice. You do touch on that in your statement as well. But what I want to know, I'm not going to ask you about the detail of it if, as you say, you're reluctant about mentioning it in any detail. But what I want to know is there a criminal charge? Surely the sub judice rule cannot apply to the extent of not even being able to say yes or no. Is there a criminal charge? If so, laid by whom, against whom? That's it. I'm not asking any further question.
A criminal charge with regards to the 27 referral.
What you say is sub judice both now and also in your statement, and which you say both now and in your statement you do not want to talk about. That's what I'm asking you about.
Yes, the matter is in court.
Is in court?
It's in court.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Sorry, before you start, when you've mentioned it again now, but when you testified the last time, you did mention the fact of your being made redundant.
Correct.
Can you just explain how that, what in fact happened? I'm not asking you for the reason for being made redundant, but you're still on the job. What does it mean? What does it mean you sat in a corner, were not involved in matters, or you were told to go home until we call you? How has it manifested?
I'll speak of both 2023-24 and this year. In 2023-24, I was not given any new projects to work on. I was only